Hi guys, this week on Big on Wine, the story of the three V's, Veneto, Verona and Valpolicella, coming right up. Hi folks, welcome to yet another edition of Big on Wine, the channel that brings you, of course, news, clues and reviews about, yes, everything in the world of wine. And of course, remember that all the wines I review on this show are my own picks. I pay for them with my own money and I assure you they are extensively tested. Now, my wine of the week for this week is this one here. It's Villalta Valpolicella Ripasso and the vintage is 2014. And this wine comes in for a price of just under €14 a bottle where I am. Okay, this is officially DOC Valpolicella Ripasso Superiore, no less. And it's made from a blend of three indigenous Italian grapes, the Corvina, the Rondinella, and the Molinara. So this three grape blend is an absolutely typical example of what they do best in the Valpolicella area. Okay, let's just give you a little bit of a heads up on the Valpolicella area. It's a viticultural zone in the province of Verona, to the east of Verona, in the Veneto wine-producing region. It's a very big wine-producing region, of course, along with Chianti further south in Toscana. Now, Valpolicella is traditionally made from a blend of grapes. The Superiore is aged for at least a year and normally made from slightly higher quality grapes or grapes that have been harvested a little later. The Ripasso refers to the fact that the wine is passed over the partially dried grapes that have already been used for the production of Amarone, and this induces a second fermentation, and as a result we get a wine which is traditionally bigger in tannin, has more pigment and also more alcohol, in this case around 13%. Okay, let's take a look at our Ripasso Superiore here, and as we can see in the glass it has a dark ruby red, just a touch there of maybe breaking towards tobacco or brown around the rim of the glass. This is already, of course, 4 years old, or almost 4 years old, this wine. It has a very, very dense colour, so big in pigment, and it has a very, very attractive, almost like a matte look to this wine. Okay, so very, very typical of the Ripasso style here. Okay, let's try it in the nose. Now this is very, 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 very big on aroma, and the first thing that kind of comes in abundance to the nostrils is that dark cherry aroma. It's extremely pleasant and extremely powerful, but in the background of the cherry there's also something a lot kind of stronger and darker, probably erring towards coffee or mocha in the background of the aroma. So very, very appealing and attractive aroma to the wine in the nose, dark cherry with a kind of coffee mocha backup to it. Very good. Okay, now this wine here in fact has more than the requirement of 13%. This has 14% alcohol and about 6 grams of residual sugar, which still makes it a dry wine, but it does have that 6 grams of sugar, which will, I think, tend to soften the taste slightly. Okay, let's give this a try in the mouth. Yes, indeed. Now this immediately has a very nice juiciness to it, and I think you can also tell that the tannins are slightly more to the fore in this wine due to the ripasso technique. So the tannins, it gives that little bit of puckering to the mouth there, which is extremely pleasant. So good acids, good tannins. It's a kind of a medium to full-bodied wine. It has a wonderful, how would I describe it? A very nice sort of earthiness or leatheriness to it, which appeals to me. Maybe to many it wouldn't appeal, but it does appeal to me. It's berry heavy. I'm getting the cherry, which of course was in the aroma. Now maybe even a touch of plum in there as well. So cherry and plum and a very strong sort of earthiness. Let's take another swig. Yep, soft but relatively prominent tannins, good acid, earthiness, touch of leather, cherry plum notes in the finish there. Okay, now what are we going to be eating along with our Valpolicella Superiore? Well, I think this is the kind of wine that is really crying out for solid red meat dishes. So a hearty steak, lamb chops, and I think this would even stretch to game such as elk or venison, but certainly I think meat dishes are called for as a companion to this wine here. All right, let's bring you the heads up on this wine. We're talking here Villalta Valpolicella Ripasso Superiore 2014 is the vintage. It comes in for under €14 a bottle where I am. I reckon that's a bargain. I'm going to give this wine a rating of 4 stars plus out of 5. Okay guys, many thanks for taking the time to watch today's video and the little intro to the Valpolicella Ripasso Superiore. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, then please do give us a big thumbs up, for which we are eternally grateful. Drop a comment down below if you feel like it, and of course share the video around. And you can also hit that big red button in order to subscribe. I'll be back again next week with another great wine of the week, but until we meet again, this is Tony Melville signing off and saying, hey, be good to each other, take care out there, enjoy your wines, and cheers.